Well, hello there, all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another live stream of An Ecologist Plays. We talk about nature while playing games. My name is Will, I'm an ecologist by training, and we are back in Polylithic. So here we are. So last time we left off, we weren't far from where we currently are, or we haven't made progress off screen yet. So I was planning to, this past week, actually expand a little bit, and then, you know, life happened. So what we are going to do today, though, is we are going to first of all start by finishing this quest on the right-hand side, the well-fed quest, by actually getting that campfire to 100% or to maximum fire. Then we're going to cook some meat, and then from there we are going to go, and when it is daytime, actually go and explore again. Oh, it is almost daytime, I think. I think the sun is rising. Is that is... Oh. That was the east. It looked like the sun was rising, but now I can't see whether the sun is rising or not. Anyway, hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I can't believe the weekend is almost over, but here we are. Let us actually just get this going, this fire, and I think if I do a little bit more, it should reach maximum fire. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can see in the middle there, you can see how the fire goes. I think one more should bring it to maximum fire. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Come on, I assume it is maximum fire, but I can't see whether it is. Well, it doesn't say that it is. Anyway, so let's see here. Maybe I should just... Oh, you know, I can roast meat like that. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Interesting that maybe I need to actually build a campfire. I think that is what it is telling me. So let's see if we can do that. Craft, and that will be buildings, I think. That will be a workstation. We have got everything we need. Let's plop down a second fire. There we go. Okay, so we technically had done that already. Okay, so that is perfect. Then we need to technically build another food storage, normal storage, a hut, and a bed. So we are going today we are going to have a look, hopefully there by the desert area. I think if we get enough tribespeople, we will be doing that. So off screen, I have just harvested a few more twigs and stuff like that. We've gotten to, I think, the tasks that we can now give our, like Isra over here, it's expanded a little bit. So we can tell them to either, there we go, okay, there we go. Tell them to cook. We can tell them to cook some meat. We can tell them to craft strings or javelins or wooden arrows. We can tell them to gather a whole bunch of different stuff. We can tell them to hunt chickens. And we can tell them nothing yet regarding that. Okay, so we can tell them to do and collect some stuff. We are going to, I think, let's tell them to, for now, collect some clay. I think that is what we are going to need next. In terms of our food, I think we have enough food to actually grab another tribe member. So let's do that. I would like to add another tribe member. We've got a house, we've got food stored away, and our tribe is relatively happy. So let's accept that. Oh, under attack immediately. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. That is not what I wanted. There's the wolfie. No, no, no. Come on. Come here. I want to throw the javelin at you. There we go. Take that. Ah, missed. What a way to start. Miss. Yeah, come on. Come on. Get out of here. Get. No. Miss. Take that. Take that. And that. And there we go. Wonderful. Ah. Okay, we did get some stuff from it, which is, you know, nice. But what a way to start. Ah. We do definitely need more javelins. Maybe I should get one of the tribesmen. Isra, I think what I want you to do is I want you stop gathering clay. Actually craft us. I don't think you can craft javelins yet. Maybe you can. Let's see. If Isra can craft us some javelins, that'll be absolutely marvelous. We've of course got 2 fires going, and neither of the 2 kept the predators away. I think that is kind of a myth, though, that fires will keep predators away. There have been reports of lions in Africa, for example. You know, you can put up a nice campfire and have thorn branches packed all around your camp. They may still jump over and get you on the inside. So just because you think you are safe does not mean you actually are safe. We are going to eat a nice little meat there. That is going to also restore our health there. Oh, okay. Great stuff. Absolutely love the art style of this game. It is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now, let's see. What do we need in order to actually craft our own javelins? Because we need a lot of javelins, I think, if we're going to take down some of the creatures we are going to attack. So we need flint, we need string, that we can get, both of those we can get quite easily, and then we just need axe durability. That is perfectly fine, we can easily do that. Let's look around for some, there's a chicken running around there. We need, I guess, more stalks, and we definitely need a few more logs, and we need quite a few more rocks. So let's gather the stones. This is a stone age after all. Let's keep on gathering the stones here. Okay, I hear the chickens. Lots and lots of chickens here. Let's see. Can we hunt a chicken? Come on. Stand still. There we go. We can hunt you as well. There we go. There's one over here as well. And you know what? There we go. Not very eco-friendly, am I? Like, immediately just hunting all the chickens. I am hearing a doggy type thing, so that could be another wolfie. We just need to keep an eye out. There may be some more wolfies in the area. Okay, I'm not going to hunt any more chickens. I have hunted 3 now. This will be... Oh, I definitely hear a wolfie. The 3 chickens we hunted, that will be lovely meat for us. Technically also some feathers and stuff we could use technically for the fletching of the arrows. Although I don't believe we can do that in the game here. Thus far, as far as I've seen, we can only craft normal wooden arrows. I'm almost sure I'm hearing more wolfies. The elder is standing way on the other side of the river there, telling me that maybe there's something there. What is that? That I think is a chicken. I think that's fine. I don't think that is something. No, that's a chicken that's going to run away. That's perfect. We're just going to still collect some more stalks and then also some stones. Because that will allow us to make flint. Technically, flint wouldn't be like, you know, the type of stone you just break into little flint pieces. You actually collect a stone type known as flint. And it's a type of, as far as I know, flint is a... Oh, there we go. I think the game is saving. No, it's a type of metamorphosed shale type stone. So it is a sedimentary stone. A sedimentary stone meaning that it was formed when sand or clay or silt, some kind of sediment solidified. And that then became, you know, the rock over a very, very long period of time. Very often at the bottom of a deep lake or the sea or the ocean. That is where you would find these sedimentary rocks forming. Sandstone, quartzite, shale, those are all good examples of sedimentary rocks. Quartzite just being sandstone that was metamorphosed, that was exposed to a lot of heat and pressure, and in the process then it changed into a different type of rock. So true, as far as I know, maybe flint actually isn't a metamorphic rock. It could be, I'm not 100% sure. I know chert is, and chert is also something that in South Africa at least, the bush, or the the Bushmen, maybe the sand. I know the Khoi people used to use the chert as a. Definitely, yeah, the wolfies. They used chert to make their stone tools, and chert basically breaks very similar to flint, breaks into these sharp edges. I think that is the game being saved. Yeah, there we go. The game is saved now. Okay. Just going to check whether I'm missing any messages, because thus far no messages are showing on my phone here. No, I haven't missed anything. Alright, there we go. Just carry on collecting sticks and more stones. There we go. I think there's a stone down here. There we go. Indeed. Now, I did encounter, off screen, I did encounter another animal, and that was actually the bison. So there were 2 bison attacking me while I was hunting caribou on the edge just outside our town there. So right over there, I was attacked by bison. There we go, there's a wolfie. Oh, that is a wolfie. No, stop it, stop it. Yeah, I will shoot arrows at you if you keep on coming after me. He's not coming after me anymore, for now at least. Looking for my arrow, I don't see my arrow. We're just going to keep an eye on him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, two shots. Great stuff. I was like, surely this wolfie is going to kill me now, but no, not today, not today, not yet at least. And somewhere, I think technically there is an arrow of mine around here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I can't see it. Let's run on back to camp. See if everything is alright here. We can actually build some nice walls around this camp, and I think I'm going to do that off screen before our next live stream. Actually, settle a bit more by building some nice walls around here. We don't have those yet. We'd love those. Those hopefully keep me a little bit safer. Of course, if you were moving more around, or moving around a bit more, if you were more nomadic, walls would just be a waste of time and effort to try and place. You would just rather spend that time collecting nuts, collecting berries, collecting or hunting animals, doing some kind of useful thing, you know, instead of trying to build a wall, because you're just going to next week move on to another area. But once people settled more permanently in areas, walls became very, very important. It would protect you a little bit against the predators, also very importantly protect you against other people. Now, as far as I know, there are no other people in this game apart from ourselves, our tribe, so we don't have to worry about them. But as you've seen there, the wolves and so do come into camp and they do attack us. And it's not marvelous, it's not great at all. Maybe later on we'll get better weapons and stuff, and then we'll be able to more easily take down these wolfies and so. But for now, we just have to try and not die, and hope we can get some shots in on them. So yeah, it's not easy, not great. So we are going to hopefully put up some walls before our next live stream. We'll see. If all goes well, I will. All right, now I've gathered a lot of nuts there. I'm thinking just collect this log over here and then start moving back to camp, because I wanted to still make quite a few javelins. Why are you running around? This person was running around quite a bit. Oh, I think this person is chopping a whole bunch of trees. Or is doing something, because that person is just like... I think that's the one that is responsible for making javelins. Hello, Isra. What are you doing? Your inventory. Okay, yeah, your inventory isn't looking like there's nothing there. So I don't think Isra over here can actually craft us... can craft any javelins yet. So let's give you a different task, because clearly that's not going to work. I want you to craft wooden arrows. I know you can craft wooden arrows. Okay? Let's see if you can do that. Can you do that? Please tell me you can do that. We'll see. We will see how that goes. I actually want to start leaving some logs around, or lying around, because technically those logs would be great habitat for little invertebrates. I could hear a little warbler or sparrow or some kind of passerine bird chirping in the background there. But these logs lying around like this, they would slowly but surely decompose, releasing nutrients into the environment. But also, very importantly, they would be a very valuable habitat for all kinds of little invertebrates. Crustaceans like your millipedes, actually more like your land hoppers. And then your myriapods, your centipedes, your millipedes, they would be living in there as well. And then a whole bunch of little spiders, maybe even velvet worms. Yeah, could be velvet worms in this type of habitat, maybe. Velvet worms would definitely have been around at this point, because they were around, they have been around for like ever. They were around the time when was it, the Carboniferous, I think the velvet worms started appearing. So that's a long, long time ago. Before the dinosaurs were running around, we already had things like velvet worms running around, which is just absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's see here. I want to make... Actually, I need to get that sinew again, because I probably need to craft myself a bow again, because our bow is almost kaput. So let's do that. Oh, no, we need more string. Okay. Item. Let's make a string. Let's make a whole bunch of strings. Okay, we'll do that. And then while that is making, we'll just kind of stand around here and hope we don't get attacked. At some point, I will have made enough string to get my other tribespeople to also actually make strings. Now, there is a caribou that is... Oh, a whole bunch of caribou actually coming into camp here. So let us, I guess, hunt one. They are running away now. Now, if we can get a shot in... That one is kind of rubber banding. I don't know why. Oh, that was a miss. Of course, that was a miss. That was also a miss. Now, we're just going to have to track this one. Luckily, it is marked, so it is easy for us to actually track him. And there we go. Got our caribou. So this will be a nice bit of meat for us. Of course, caribou were very, very important, are still very important for many cultures. Nice source of meat, antlers, all those types of things. And the antlers were also very, very useful would have used those perhaps to craft some things, but more importantly, you could use the antlers not just to make little decorations and so, but also, more significantly, to actually make your stone tools. Because very often the stone tools were made by actually bashing the two rocks together or napping them. And then once they were kind of more or less the rough shape that you wanted, you could use an antler to actually break smaller pieces off the big stone tool. And then you can make a very, very refined tool. So the antlers, very, very useful for that. So let's see, how's my inventory? I can make another bow. Let's do that, shall we? And then we're also going to just make 20 more arrows, because I don't know how many arrows I've got, but it's not a lot. And then let's see, we need flint. So with flint, if we can make 4 flint, then we can make 4 more javelins. Oh, inventory is full, of course it is. Okay. I can put the sinews away now. I don't need the sinews. Let's put those away. Okay, and then I can just craft 4 flint. Again, the flint here just being pieces of rocks that we just bashing to make little smaller core tools. Or actually more the flakes. So when you break a rock into smaller pieces for tool making, you have a core tool that's, you break smaller pieces off to leave you with a big core. Or you can break pieces off and then make those little shards. Change that into your tool, like an arrowhead or so. That's a flake tool. So the flint we're looking at here is that flake. So you take a big rock, you could heat it up perhaps, and then you could bash it along certain lines, and it actually breaks off these sections, these flakes. And that flake, that's the flint we are looking at here. I wanted to just make 4 more javelins. That is going to be marvelous. Go. Okay, so let's see here. Inventory wise, we've got 6 javelins. That's great. Okay, let's drop some stuff off here that we no longer need on us. Stalks, crude hide, chopper. We're probably going to make another chopper soon. That's fine. This old bow we are going to drop as well. We've got a new bow. We're going to use that. And then I think, where should we go? I think let's head a little bit further south. I think let's head south and see where that leads us. Yeah, we haven't really run this way. Let's see what we find. If we get hungry, we'll eat. If we encounter danger, we'll either attack the danger or run away. More than likely run away. And then, well, we could also just have a quick look here. In terms of carving, we need to make one more thing. Bone spear, perhaps. Oh, you know what? We can make a bone spear. And that will actually open up the next tier of crafting. So that's a sinew, bone, and log. Never mind, we're going back to camp. This is a typical thing that I would do. Like, I would leave home and then go, okay, you know what? I can probably do this. And then I would go home again and just to do that. So yeah, a few years ago, I was almost at work, and I'm like, did I lock my front door? And I drove all the way home again just to double check that I actually did lock the front door. And yes, I did lock the front door. But I was like, oof, I don't know. Maybe I should go check whether I did. Actually, I think I need log, if I'm not mistaken. That was for the bone spear. Yeah, we need one more log. We need 1 log. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. Let's actually just eat something. So we are... Oh, come on. Why are we lagging like that? It was saving again. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a rock. Rocks are also useful. Another rock over there. There's a log to my left. Just going to grab that. And that, once we craft the bone spear, is going to be useful because that's going to unlock some new technology to us, or for us. And I don't think I've actually reached that point previously in any of my other playthroughs that I've done thus far of the game. So I have got no idea what is in store for us now. I, for example, don't even know how I'm supposed to make a shovel. Hopefully that actually unlocks that for us. The weapon, let's make a bone spear. Okay. Please tell me we have... No, we haven't unlocked the technology yet. What do we need to do? 50% of the previous level to unlock this. We've got 6 out of 11. That is half. More than half already. Okay, fine. Let's see. A sleeping bag. Hide, string, and needle. Okay, we need 3 string. That's easy to make. We need hide. How much do we need for that? Let's see, under furniture, I think. Sleeping bag, 3 hide, 3 string. We've got 4 of each. Oh, I can actually already make that. Please tell me I can put it down here. Because previously I could not put that down there, could I? No, it is not. I don't know what happens, why I can't place it there. Okay, I need hide again. Let's see, I've got hide here, thankfully. So let's just take that. Take the string. I think more string I need. Oh, I've got string. Man, I don't know why that is like that. There we go. Now I've got a sleeping bag. Oh, I can save here. That is great. Manual saving. Perfect. And we're just waiting for that to run. And oh, game is now officially saved again as well. So in case we die, that is fine. Let's have a look. What technology have we actually opened up? Carving. So there we go. There's the shovel. Perfect. It's literally a wooden shovel because we just need 4 logs. And that gives us, at the grindstone, we can use the grindstone somehow to make turn a log into shovel. Once we have made the shovel, we can actually then make a trapping pit. And once we've made a trapping pit, we can put trapping pit spikes in there. And once we've made that, we can camouflage it as well. And I think we should do that. I really think we should make a nice little trap. So we'll get to that in a moment. We also can make polished ivory, of course. To make that, well, we need to hunt a mammoth first, which I don't foresee yet. Maybe next time. And then here with the rock, we can use 2 rocks to make a polished rock. That's quite easy. 2 logs to make a polished log, and then a fishing rod, and then underground storage we can also make. Okay, perfect. Then, once we have made at least 3, but I guess 4 of these, then we will get animal husbandry also unlocked. Well now. So I think first up, we are going to finally make a shovel. We need 4 logs for that. So let's get our axe equipped here. And let's just go harvest a tree. I think we'll chop out one of the trees on this side. And then from here, we are going to, and there's a rock here. May as well grab that. I think let's chop down this tree. And then we'll hopefully have enough logs to actually make a shovel. Yeah, we'll definitely have enough logs. So many logs lying around here. Perfect. Hey. Nice. Guess I'll grab some sticks as well. And nuts, you know. Nuts, very useful. Very nutritious food. Fat and protein, of course, in nuts. Although, of course, depending on the nut, you may not want to eat too many of it. Things like the Brazil nut is very, very, very rich in selenium. And that may actually lead to selenium toxicity. So you don't want to do that. But your no other nuts, yeah, depending, of course, some almonds, for example, would have cyanide. All kinds of other problems potentially associated with nuts. But most nuts are very, very good to eat. And, of course, everything in moderation, I guess, eh? We should be able to, there we go, make a shovel. And then let's use the shovel. Can we now? There we go. We can make a trapping pit. And oh, we're going to place that down somewhere, are we? Yeah, we are going to place that down. Ho ho. Okay, so let's head on over here to where the reindeer are. And then here we are going to place down a trap. We're going to place down a trapping pit. Okay, because the reindeer love moving through this area. So this is kind of like a migration route for them. At least part of their nomadic movements. We're just going to place that there. And then, of course, we're going to build this. And there we go. We've dug a hole. Yay, there is a hole. Now, we can bait it. If we wanted to catch wolves and stuff, I guess we would put meat in there. We can also, I believe, with weapons here, worth 3 more logs, we can also make spikes. Well, we may want to do that. Let's chop out one more tree over here. Let's just get our axe. There's our axe, there's our axe. Okay. Right, we'll chop out, I think, this tree over here. Not the big one, not the big one. That's very useful habitat for creatures. We'll chop out the smaller one, I guess. Come on. There we go. Hit that one, please. Thank you. And then let's see what we can... Because I've never made the traps here, so I figured it must be possible, but I've never made it before. So this will be very, very interesting to see. Of course, we do need these things here, the stalks, to actually also make the cover, to camouflage our trap. I'm hearing wolfies. I'm not sure whether it's part of the music or whether there are wolfies in the area. I'm just going to run around and watch my 6. I'm not attacked unexpectedly. Watch how I am now attacked unexpectedly. I would honestly not be surprised. Alrighty. Then let's head home, shall we? There, the bison. There, the bison. And I think there's a boar here as well. I hear a boar. I'm not sure where. Probably there. Okay, so they were bison. Great stuff. They do also, it seems, move through along here in particular. I'm glad that I did not build my house along here. Hehehe. Now, where's that hole? Right over here. Yeah, there's nothing in here yet. How's our inventory? Oh, quite full. Okay, you know what? Let's go drop off some stuff. And then we will come and do this. Alrighty. Yeah, come on. Any moment. I think... You know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cook some more meat. So I've got 11 meat to cook here. Now, of course, initially, cooking the meat was the only way to do things, really, until we figured out how to actually dry it, and then drying became such a useful thing because it allowed us to keep the food for the leaner times as well, especially with salt. You could salt it, you could cure it, you could dry it, you could do all kinds of things with it, but just cooking it means that it lasts a day or two, and then it is, you know, then you're kind of stuck. You don't have enough, it doesn't last for long. That's what I'm trying to get at. Let's see here, food storage. We're going to take half the meat, store that. That's quite a lot of food, which is marvelous. I think that is it for there. Over here, we're going to store, I think the hide, the sinews, we're going to store there. I think that is it. The string we can store there as well. And you know what? Nuts we can also store in our food storage. We don't need that on us. Wait a minute. We can actually make proper armor later on, it seems. Because there are slots over there. Ooh. That's lovely. I only realized that now. I only saw that. Let's see. If we wanted to make that, we could. I hear wolfies. I see a wolfie. Come on. There, die. Where's the wolfie? Okay. This one I can carve for a little bit. I'm sure there are more wolfies in the area. We really need to set up those walls. Goodness me. Definitely before the next live stream, I do need to put up some walls. Because, geesh, this is getting a little bit bad. Okay, what I also wanted to craft is the camouflage. Okay, let's now have a look. Oh. I may look calm after that wolf attack, but my heart is beating. Even though it's just a game, I still don't like being attacked. Where are the spikes? There are the spikes. Put that down there. What do I do with this? Do I put it in there? No. I don't know how to do this. Okay. You know, I thought one would place down the spikes, but I don't know why. How? Trapping pit spikes, right? So where's the trapping pit? The trapping pit is that thing we've made. Trapping pit, indeed. So how? I'm supposed to say it's use item, but I don't see how we can use that. Okay. Let's try to make another one, shall we? Because, you know, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Maybe we are supposed to put it in here. No. Okay, well, let's build again. Maybe we need a flat area in order to actually do this and then have the spikes. No? Oh, I fell into a hole. Oh dear. Right. I am now officially stuck in my hole. This is wonderful. Right. How do I get out? That is now the question. I honestly don't know. So let's see if I can dig my way out here. No? Any moment? No? How do I do this? I can't dig. I can't climb out. Oh, I can. I could almost climb out. Well, this was brilliant, Will. Okay. Anyway. So, wonderful, guys. We are having a live stream of Will is stuck in a hole. I'm not good at this game. That's for sure. Come on. And I've got a photo of our son, of Wilson, here to my right. He's looking very, very judgmental in his little photo. Hey, I got out of the hole. Okay. Well, my shovel is basically broken. And I still don't have spikes in my hole. Okay, fine. Stuff it. Let's put a cover over it. See if we can even do that. No. Apparently not. Come on. Okay, honestly, guys, I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I've got two holes, nothing in it. Oh, that's the cat that attacked us last time. That is the thing that attacked us last time. And I'm gonna just shoot it from range. Try to. Oh ho ho. It's dead! It's dead! We killed something! Oh, look! It's got saber teeth! So I was wondering last time whether this is a bobcat or a jaguar, although jaguars weren't in Europe where this is most likely set. I was wondering what this was. It turns out this could be something along the lines of Homotherium, which was a type of dagger-toothed cat or saber-toothed cat like this one. I think this is Homotherium. I don't think this is a saber-toothed cat like Smilodon. This is not Smilodon. Smilodon would be South America and North America, not Europe, where I think this is set. I think we are following Europeans, like ancestors, rather than North American. But yeah, this appears to be, most likely then, I guess, Homotherium. So that kind of answers the question we had previously. And it took four shots to take him down. So now I know I can take him down. I just need to get the jump on it. Why am I hearing stuff over here? Oh, there's a person in the water there. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so I don't know how to make a pit. Or why this isn't working. We're going to put that over here. We don't need that in our lives. We're going to put that in here as well. Javelins we are going to just keep on us, just in case. And I think bones we're going to put away here. We now have a bone spear as well. Great stuff. Twigs and everything we don't need, we're going to just put away here. We'd love to have more, you know, in the backpacks and stuff like that, but that's all right. Let's just have a look again, technology-wise. What could we make, perhaps? Polished ivory, polished rock, polished log. Could also make a fishing rod. I think we're going to easily just make polished log and polished rock. That, I think, would be the first two things we just make, and then we'll see whether we perhaps, just perhaps, can get the next technology tier. Ooh, bison, 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 charging at me. Are you you're changing? Yeah, you're charging my friend there. There we go. I got a shot in on him. Oof! Yeah, you see, this is what it does. It does that. It's a vicious little guy. They kind of do this charge attack, where if you are in front of him, you will be damaged. Oh, we took him down. We took him down. Yay! Wow. Okay, so we're hunting a whole bunch of stuff today, it seems. We've hunted the saber-toothed cat, or the homotherium. We have hunted... Well, we've got holes in the ground with nothing in them. We have hunted the bison, incidentally. It came at us. This was self-defense. We did get a whole lot of resources from it, though, so that is a very worthwhile thing to hunt. And how are you doing? You're still running. Isra? Let's see, inventory-wise. You've got nothing on you. Maybe I should get my guys over here to rather collect some stuff, like gather logs. Hey, can you do that? Please, tell me you can do that. Because you can't craft javelins, you can't craft... like, I guess I need to give them the material they need to make the arrows and the javelins, but they can't craft it on their own. Isra is just kind of, I don't know, Isra is kind of useless, I guess. Isra is on their own tralala. They've been eating some special mushrooms from Farmer Maggot over there. I wanted to, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come here and make a polished rock and a polished, oh, inventory is full, of course it is. I need more inventory space. That we can put away, that, and I guess that as well. Stalk we can put away. We don't need the raw meat now. We'll put that away as well, for now at least. And then I think we needed the polished log I still need to make. Okay, that has not opened up anything for us, I think. No. So we need to make one more thing. Let's make the fishing rod. That should open up the next tier for us, I think. Either that or underground storage. Underground storage actually looks nice to make, so maybe we make that. That'll be under buildings, I guess. Farming and storage. There we go. Oh, we've got everything we need. It's that. It's over here. And then we just kind of build. There we go. Underground storage would have been great also to put to build, because storage above ground here is a little bit more vulnerable to the elements, but also like bears and stuff like that would be a little bit easier. That it would be easier for them to rummage through these things than the underground storage. Underground storage also, if you wanted to store food, would be a great way to store it, because underground storage would be a little bit cooler. Because if you go just about yay deep underground, it's already much cooler than it is above ground. Or inversely, warmer down there than it is up here in the middle of winter. So underground storage would have been a great way to actually keep food and so safe. Let's actually save while we are here. Might as well do that. I can hear Wilson in the background somewhere. He is being very, very unhappy. Oh man, he was so cute today. He gave his first laugh like out of his belly, like full-on laugh, which is absolutely amazing. And now he's being very, very Mr. Grumpy Pants this evening. It's a shame. Unfortunately, Nick is walking around with him because he's refusing to actually fall asleep at the moment, from what I can hear in the background there. He's refusing to fall asleep, and now she has to try and get him to fall asleep. She's got to walk up and down the house. Oh, shame. I'll take over when the stream is done. I'll see if my help is needed. Aww. Okay. Right, we are Oh yes, I wanted to make the fishing rod. That's what I wanted to do. I already forgot what I wanted to make or do. I was like, okay, we're going that way. I wanted to come and gather some logs over here. There you go. There's a log. There's another log over here. There is another log over here. I'm going to leave that one as an insect habitat. We are going to just pick up this log. And that gives us, that's 3 logs. We need 1 more. Next log I see I'm going to leave, and the one thereafter I'm going to pick up. Okay, so there's a chicken that ran away from us. That's fine. They can run. A whole bunch of caribou or reindeer around here as well. Oh, they are bears. They are bears. There are a whole bunch of bears. Like, are those bears? Those must be bears, right? That's a bear. Whole bunch of other bears. Goodness me. I thought there would be like 1 or 2 bears at the time. Not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bears, it seems. That's a little bit overkill. You know what? Let's poke the bear, shall we? Let's see whether everyone comes after us. I don't think they will. Ah, there goes a javelin into the middle of nowhere. And of course, it's going to try and save now. This is not great. Game saved. Okay, it seems as though the javelin does exactly the same amount of damage as the bow does. We've just officially taken down our first bear. Kind of cheating with it getting stuck there. But nonetheless, we grabbed it. We nabbed it. We showed it who is boss. Doing a bit of population control, it seems, here. But I've got no idea. Oh, that's a nice fat bear. Nice bit of fat there. Most likely, these bears are congregating here because of salmon moving through the river here. It really looks like these bears are here because there's a lot of food, and most likely the food they're after would be the salmon moving past here. So normally bears wouldn't occur at such high densities, but if there is a surplus of food or a seasonal superabundance of food, then they tend to be like, okay, let's all just be together, it's fine. We're not going to care and be very territorial because food is superabundant. And then they just kind of, no, they would squabble, but they probably wouldn't like be territorial. And it's something we do see in nature. If you look at, for example, rufous hummingbirds, they also kind of show that. Where if there is a superabundance of food, they are not territorial. And if there is a super scarcity of food, they are not territorial. But if there is a moderate amount of food or resources, in this case food, they would be territorial because there's a resource that is worth defending and it's not so abundant that there is enough for everybody. So that's when they become super territorial. And I think the bears there, the most likely is either a massive scarcity of food or a superabundance of food. And maybe it is the superabundance of food or fish coming through here. Not sure. Fishing rod is not a weapon, that is a tool. So let's look at this. We need 4 more string. There we go. It looks as though... Oh, there are bison coming through. It does look like it is drawing the resources out of the storage. Oh, I think this one is probably going to charge me. Yeah. We're just going to get out of the way as it charges. There we go. It is done. Okay. Grabbed it. What is there? That's a caribou that was moving there. Okay. There is a other bison I'm going to leave. It is leaving us alone. This one came right through camp and it was looking at me in a funny way. Alright, let's... Come on. I would like to slaughter this bison. There we go. Carve it. Carve it. Thank you. Nice bunch of resources there again as well. Okay, we really are getting set in terms of food. That is absolutely marvelous. So let's put away what we don't need again. And then let's see, what did we need for the fishing rod? As I said, okay, I do think it does draw from everything in the area. So let's make the fishing rod. There we go. And we have unlocked animal husbandry. That is great. So let's have a look then, shall we? What have we got now? So the next tier. Only wooden wall, wooden gate, and wooden fence. Ah. Nothing else yet. I don't know how to unlock the other things here. Unless there are some other things we have automatically opened up. Buildings. Farming, food storage. No, that's fine. That's not that. Fences. Yeah, there we go. We've got wooden fences, wooden gates, wooden walls. It needs logs and string to do that. Stone gates require rocks and twigs and string. Okay. Have we got a different workstation? No, we've got the same 3 workstations still. So it's not like it's that. Huts, we don't have anything else. I'm wondering whether we need to perhaps take down some or hunt some animals. Tools, stone mallets, not those. Weapons. We've got a trapping pit, camouflage, and that's it. I mean, really, that's not how we catch chickens. Maybe it is. Let's have a look whether we've got anything caught in our traps yet. Somehow I highly doubt it. I honestly have no idea how to catch the ooh, almost ran into the hole again. No, there is no animal there. There is no animal there either. Wow, there are so many caribou. There are so many caribou over here. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Does the elder perhaps have a way for us to make these things? No, we can get more tribe members, and that's about it. Oh, Liz is not actually doing something or anything. You know what? Gather insufficient skill level. Okay, gather us some berries. Please do that. Get enough food for everybody. I can't imagine us need... Oh, our people aren't happy. Why are the people not happy? Tribe size. Some members don't have an available bed. Oh. I didn't see that. So I guess we need to set up another house. Maybe we need to actually then also... I can't build houses yet. We need to get to the next age. So what do we need to... Oh, we need to actually literally... What? Previous level to unlock this tier. So we need to actually make wooden walls, wooden gates, and a wooden fence. Is that what you're telling me? We need to make these. Ah, hello there, Suddenly Boop. I see you are here. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. We had a marvelous one. I had family visiting, my brother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my mother-in-law. Everybody came to visit. It was absolutely marvelous. Yeah, it was a busy day. And now it's just nice to unwind a bit and play a bit of Polylithic. Not that I'm very good at this game. Haven't died yet, but the evening is still it's still early, so there is still time for me to die, that's for sure. But yeah, really hope you are having a wonderful weekend and a happy Sunday to you as well. Let's see, who have we got? Is it Memphis? Memphis, are you here? Yeah, this is our big old cat. Memphis is here behind me. He's just popped in quickly. Just going to chop this one more tree over here, and then we'll head back and try to build those fences and see whether that unlocks the next tier for us. I hear something. I don't know what I heard, but I heard something. Could be bison. It does sound like bison. I heard a bellowing sound. Let's go have a look whether there are bison here. I suspect the bison are around here somewhere. Sure, I did hear one. At least one. But I'm not sure. Can't see any bison at the moment, though with my luck they're going to come walking through the camp now. I mean, we have had that now, so yeah, it could happen again. Alright, let's see here. Crafting, buildings, not that, fence. Ah, come on. Buildings, fences, wooden gate, wooden wall, and wooden fence. So we need to craft 8 string. Okay, let's see that. Let's do that, and then we'll see how that goes. Not that we're going to make a proper fence line, we're just going to like plop a few things down and call it a day, just so we can get hopefully to the next era. Because I think if we actually get to the next era, we can build kind of more proper houses. We can plop down clay foundations, and that will allow us then to also just build a proper house. It takes a while to build a house, but we are going to do that then. Oh, I am hungry, so I'm just going to, in a moment. I'm not sure what I built there. Let's just eat first because my little guy is hungry. There we go, okay. This is something. Could be the wall. Let's see. Buildings, fences. I think we built the wall there. So then there's the gate and there's the fence. We're probably going to break these down momentarily or in a bit as well again. Just going to kind of plop them down and see how they go. There we go. We unlocked architecture, apparently. Marvelous. Not that we even had to build this. We just kind of plopped it down and voila, we unlocked it. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got architecture now. Where's that? Oh, there we go, architecture. It is in era 2. So you see here, now we can build a platform, so that's with mud. No, that's not with mud. Where's the mud? Okay, well, with stalks and twigs and rocks, we can build a platform. We can build stairs, we can build a roof, we can build a roof corner, a roof ridge, a wall. There we go, there we need clay. Wall corners, baskets, benches, chairs, shelf, wall shelf, pillars, and leather chair. And when we've built a lot of these things, of course, then we'll unlock cultivation as well. I'm still wondering where all the other missing things are that we are supposed to be able to craft. Honestly, don't know where those are. Anyway, I wish we could sleep just to change it to daytime because the nights are long. Let's just save because I do have this suspicion that something's going to happen in a moment. The wolves do love attacking us at night, so we've got to be prepared for that. Okay. And then, what to do? That's the question. We can go look for a mammoth and try to hunt a mammoth, although that will probably not go very well. What we could also just do is try to collect as much clay as possible. Because we don't need clay for the foundations, do we? No, we need clay for the walls. Don't tell me it's saving. Yeah, there we go, it's saved again. I do wish it didn't automatically save after I had just saved normally. Anyway, let's see. Let's try to build a little house, not right on the water's edge, because if we do build along here, remember we are trying to build in an ecological way. If we were to build along here, we are in the riparian zone, and it's going to be very easy to accidentally result in erosion over there. Also, when there's a flood, our house is technically going to wash away. So we're going to build our house over here, I think. I think that is what we are going to do. So let's go for houses. Oh, there we go. Okay, we need twigs, we need stalks. I think we've got all of that in the storage. Maybe if we are closer to it, it will pick it up. Let's see. Buildings, houses, and then there's our platform. Oh, okay. Okay, it will take that. We need to put the stalks and twigs and rocks in our storage. Okay, fine. Let's do that, shall we? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but stalks will be valuable. And then let's try and build. Let's light the fire. There. Just well, not really helping a lot, but it's something. And then we're going to build a house over here, methinks. So, our buildings, houses. You see, it's going to take a while. We are going to build this. And then we can kind of attach that on there. And attach that on there. And attach that on there. And that's it. Then we have run... Oh, that's a wolfie, that's a wolfie. Giving me a fright there. And it's dead. Direwolf. Oh, interesting that it's direwolf. A direwolf wasn't in Europe. That was only in North and South America. Okay, so that is a direwolf. That is very interesting. But yeah, direwolves were in North and South America. They weren't in Europe. And they also weren't even in the same genus as normal wolves. That's why with Colossal's direwolves that they have recently de-extincted, those aren't direwolves. Direwolves are in a completely different genus altogether. They're not in the Canis genus. They were in the... Oh, I can't remember the name of the genus there. But there's another wolfie over here. I do see you. I do see you. Miss and die. There we go. We're just going to carve you up. Let nothing go to waste, even though it is a predator, and technically you don't want to be eating predator meat. Food is food. In this case, food is food, and somewhere there's an arrow of mine, and I can't pick it up. Lost it. That one arrow of mine is gone now. Okay, let's see. What do I need for another foundation? Houses, platform. I need literally one twig. What was that? I just also saw building. Huts. Okay, huts, houses. Okay, one more twig. Let's go grab the twig. Let's go look for a twig. Should be around here somewhere. There, I think I saw a twig right over here. Come on, there we go. That's a stick. And then let's go build... Oh, okay, there are roots together. Nighttime is dark. Very, very dark. Buildings, houses. You see, it takes quite a while to build things. Oh, and look at that. We can't build there. It's too steep. Ah. Ooh. Right, can we build stairs? That's the question then. We need 2 strings. Should be able to make 2 strings. Inventory is full. Oh, I need more inventory space, that's for sure. Still don't know how to make like armor and stuff. I hear a boar. I hear something. Oh, there's a bear. There's a bear. Oh, no, 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 leave me alone. Listen here, you are messing with the wrong person here. I was, all for you, not against you, and now you are being like this. There we go, and now you're dead. Sheesh. Under constant attack. Oh, my word. Okay. More excitement this evening than I anticipated. I did not expect this. I expected this evening to be a nice chilled stream. Maybe we do some agriculture. Although we're not going to get there, but yeah, I thought we were. I'm like, this is going to be a nice little relaxing stream. It is not a nice relaxing stream. I'm constantly under attack. I forgot what I was trying to do. I wanted to make... Oh, I wanted to make some string. Alrighty, let's make some string then. And let's make 5. Oh, my word. Okay. At least we can kind of walk, although we can't see where we are walking, but we can kind of walk even while we are crafting stuff. Come on. This, and can we build here? I don't think we can, no. Oh, wait, we can build here. There we go. That's actually going to look quite nice. Side of the house here. Let's build this. There. Okay, great stuff. So, what do we need to build more of the foundation? We need... Actually, I don't want to build more foundation. I want a small house here. So let's go for walls, shall we? We need a lot of clay, a lot of twigs, a lot of logs, and a lot of string. Okay. So, let us go on a bit of an expedition, why don't we? Let's drop a whole bunch of stuff off here. Don't need a fishing rod. We can leave that there. You know what? Let's just, for safety, craft 20 more arrows. Well, we've got 70 logs here. That's a lot. That's due to us telling one of our tribespeople to go and gather logs. Let's tell them to gather sticks and stalks for us, because we are... Oh, one can gather clay, I'm sure. Or maybe not. Maybe we don't have them able to gather that yet. But let's see. Gather clay. There we go. You can gather clay. You can stop gathering logs. Please go and gather stalks for us. There we go. Okay. So now they're going off and doing that. Oh, there is another Dinophilus. Not Dinophilus, Homotherium. Come back here. You naughty, naughty saber-toothed cat. I don't know what he is attacking. Maybe a chicken, maybe a hare, maybe one of our tribes people. I don't know. It's coming for us, in our direction. Here we go. We got a shot in on him. Ah, he's attacking a chicken, it seems. I don't know. And my tribe elder is just like, nope, 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 noping out of there. Look, I can press middle mouse button again to stop actually aiming at him. Particularly, or, you know, like aiming directly at him. Liz, are you running away from the Homotherium over there? And then if I don't aim the way I've been aiming thus far, I can actually like do that and shoot him that way. You have more control over where you shoot. But you can lose him more easily and he can get to you like that. And now he's dead. Finally. Sheesh. You know, let's celebrate by eating some meat here. I think he killed whatever he was hunting. So we're going to just, you know, scavenge. Why not? Food is food. Food is food. Like every time I say I'm going to go on an expedition, I don't go on an expedition. Oh, that was an arrow of mine. And apparently I shot a rabbit. I shot the rabbit the saber-toothed cat was chasing. Right. Turns out I wasn't scavenging. I was actually like hunting the rabbit there. Alright. I was going on some kind of expedition, and for the life of me I now cannot remember what I was going to go and do. Probably head on out to just see what I can find still. Probably. Let's do that then, shall we? Let's drop a whole bunch of stuff off here. We've got some meat. You know what? We can actually just cook some meat. Let's put 8 more meat on the Barbie over here. Oh, we need a log and a twig. Wow. Okay, a log and a twig. Actually, log and... where are the twigs? Did I use all the twigs? Surely not. There are no twigs there, so I guess... oh, I did use the twigs. There we go, there's a twig there. Let's start the fire. Contrary to what Billy Jill would have you guys believe, we did start the fire. Well, we are going to start as soon as my game has stopped saving. There we go. And then we're gonna cook the meat. We're gonna roast it nicely in the Barbie. And I'm gonna drink some hot chocolate. What a way to end the week. Hot chocolate and Polylithic. That is marvelous. Alright, and then we'll finally go on an expedition to the south. That is where I wanted to go. People are still very unhappy. Very, very unhappy still. But you know what? Shame, it sucks to be them. We've got enough food. Like, they've got nothing to complain about. There is food for the next day. They've got a variety of food. It's not just one type of food. They get more than one type of food. So there's nothing to complain about there. Yeah, look, we've got a nice big tribe size. -6 for that. Like, really? Or maybe it's too few. Maybe we have too few people and that's why they're unhappy. But we can't get more people because they are unhappy. So, yeah, I don't know. But let's head through the jungle area here. And let's see where we can go. Let's head on over here. Alright. Just exploring a bit, because why not? Why not? But you know, I was thinking now, maybe next week we head back to Dawn of Man. I would like to actually wrap up Dawn of Man. So in future, I will, because I mean, Polylithic is still in development. I will most likely return to it at some point again as well. Just wanted to show you guys a bit of a showcase of what this game looks like and what it is all about. I would like to then see a mammoth this evening still. We haven't encountered mammoths yet. So we're in the desert here, and there are some very nasty predators right over there. And I don't know how I feel about that. And I just realized that we don't have a bow anymore. Our bow is basically destroyed. Let's see, what do we need for a bow? We need sinew. Are we going to basically be mostly weaponless apart from our javelins? So we're going to have to use javelins, I guess, then. But I would like to see a mammoth. And if we do encounter a mammoth this evening, that'll be absolutely marvelous, and means we'll be returning back to Dawn of Man next week, and hopefully then actually get to the Iron Age and explore that a bit. And then after having played 2 streams in that, I'm going to be away for one Sunday, because I'm on a field trip then with the honors class of our university. Oh, we're hereby. It looks like a big lake. That's interesting. That's cool. And then the week thereafter, we most likely will start... Hello, Cinnamon. We most likely will start with Wandering Village. We'd like to play that a bit, and then we'll see Banished, I guess, after that. Cinnamon, our youngest cat, is just begging for food, and now she's going to very, very noisily eat directly behind me here, or next to me, as we make our way along the river here. Or the lake, actually, not a river. I wish I knew how to actually start agriculture and actually domesticating the animals. I have got no idea. Maybe we can try to catch one of the chickens? Although, I don't know. I don't know whether we can do that. Anyway, let's see here. I also don't know what animals we actually can tame. Well, where are the mammoths? I would at least like to see a mammoth. Come on. So the mammoths would have been around in forested, semi-forested environments. Yeah, they would have also fed on grasses. Actually, they've mostly fed on grasses, but they would have moved through the forested areas as well. Forest is nothing to an elephant. I mean, they can move through here surprisingly easily. This is quite an open area in any case. This is more savanna than it is dense forest or woodland. Still no sign of mammoths. So we're just going to move on over here. See what we can find still. Oh, boar! There's a boar. There's a piggy. There's a piggy. And Piggy is standing still. Oh, Piggy is angry. And Piggy is attacking me, but Piggy is... There we go, Piggy is finally dead. I need more javelins. I thought I had more javelins. I could have sworn I had more javelins. Somewhere, there is a javelin, and I can't pick up my javelin. That's not nice. I've got one javelin left. I saw that there is the option to pick it up, and then it disappeared. Okay, so my javelin, I guess, is gone. There was another one over here somewhere. I was kind of relying on the javelins for the hunting of the mammoth, if we were to encounter a mammoth, and now we don't have a javelin anymore. We've got a javelin. We don't have many more. Oh, hello there, Fire Duck. Glad you made it. No worries. For some reason, no notification there by you. Well, glad you are here in any case. Glad you made it. Yeah, we are just running around in Polylithic, and this will most likely be our last Polylithic stream, at least for now. Eventually I will return to Polylithic, but for now I will most likely next week return back to Dawn of Man. And then the week thereafter, also still Dawn of Man, and then I'm away for a weekend. And then the weekend thereafter will most likely then actually play a bit of Wandering Village. And then after that, after playing Wandering Village for a bit, I will most likely move on to Banished. And then we'll see from there. So I've started this playthrough of playing through the ages, but now I wonder whether there aren't perhaps any other games I would rather like to play as well, rather than again fixing myself in this niche of playing city builders basically, or yeah, this type of game. I don't know. There are many things I'm wondering about. I will most likely discuss it on the Discord at some point as well, get you guys' input and where to go from here. Oh, I did think of perhaps streaming Monster Hunter World when I end my live stream of these games, of the city builders. So maybe I'll play a bit of that. I don't know. There are many things to consider. But yeah, let's carry on. Still looking for mammoths. We're in the right habitat. Also, we have seen surprisingly few animals. I would have expected a few more animals here in the open areas. We are quite far away from our house. Our house is way up here somewhere, I think. I think our house is over here. But I don't know. We have been running and running and running, and we haven't found anything. No mammoths, no rhinos. I'm not sure whether there are woolly rhinos actually in here. We have... Oh, there's a bear. There's a bear. No, I don't want to... That's the one thing I didn't want to encounter. Leave me alone, bear. I am not food. There we go. Okay. So it seems if you run away, the bears will leave you alone. That is great. Well, I did complain about not seeing any animals, and then there was an animal, and I immediately panicked and ran away. I wonder, can I now craft a bow yet? We need one more sinew. Okay, so we cannot craft a bow yet. Maybe if we hunted that reindeer over there, we can. Okay, so we're going to try to hunt this reindeer over here, and if we can kill it, or at least a reindeer, then we should be able to get a sinew. And if we get our sinew, then we'll be able to actually craft a new bow. Yes, we got a sinew, and then we need rope, I believe. Our inventory is full. Really? Always. Gonna leave the bow here, chuck it. And then, how much do we need for that? 2 strings. So that shouldn't be too difficult. We should be able to make that 2 strings. After these 2 strings, then it's just making another bow. Okay, we can't do that while our inventory is full. Fine. What can we chuck? You know what? The shovel we can also chuck. Okay, I hear caribou. Okay, that's it. Okay, I thought I heard something else as well. But no, it's just caribou. That is fine. We are fine with that. And now we have a new bow. So we should be able to at least attack things from range again. This is the basically a mammoth journey, trying to find a mammoth. Oh, am I going to drown? Yes. Okay. But if you drown, you just kind of wake up on the water's edge. Okay. Oh, there is something dangerous again. So that is Homotherium. So Fireduck, we were wondering about earlier or previously what that cat was that I was attacked by. It was most likely Homotherium, because that's a saber-toothed cat of some sort. And of course it's going to save now. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I am a little bit peeved with the whole autosave thing in this game, I'm afraid. Sorry to say, but yeah. The autosave is nice because you are able to just return back to where you were previously when you die. But, I don't know, the autosave keeps on lagging the game, and I'm not a very big fan of that, I'm afraid. Honest opinions, obviously, guys. But, marvelous game, beautiful game. It's just that there are some things that do still need to change a bit. But, I'm sure they will work on that as time goes on. This is still a work in progress, and for where it is absolutely amazing, and it's a lot of fun to play this game. And of course, they have also added thingamajigs. They have also added multiplayer. That's the thing. My words. They've added multiplayer as well, so you are able to play this with friends. I think they've added it already, or they are busy adding it. I think they may still be adding it. So, Homotherium, same beast? Yeah, same beast, yeah. So that's, Homotherium was a very, very widespread genus of feline. So they occurred all the way from South Africa, actually. They were fossils of Homotherium in South Africa, as far as I recall, extending up through Africa, all the way up to Eurasia. So they were extremely widely widely distributed. And I think recently they found, I think it was like an ice mummy of one. Like in this year, I think it was, they found an amazing, not fossil, I'm pretty sure it was a type of mummy they found of it. Oh, this is like the Sahara over here. Let's go have a look. Nice little sandy desert we've got over here. But yeah, Homotherium, they definitely did feed on, or almost certainly did feed on man. They would have been a predator of early man as well. They occurred in the same time. So when we were playing Ancestors Humankind Odyssey, they most likely, they would have been Homotherium around there as well, rather than Amphimacheiridus. Oh, this is a baby elephant or mammoth that's died over here. Okay, we need to eat, because our little guy is hungry. And we know it is a baby mammoth, or some kind, not a baby, a subadult mammoth. You can kind of see there, you can see the tusks coming out of the top of the jaw there. And then you see the central part there, that hole there. It looks like those were where the eyes were. Those are actually the nasal passages going in there. The eyes are located right over there. That is where you would find the eyes. The eyes are located more to the side of the head. And then those holes in the skull over there, those would be the nasal passages going in there. Right, I'm going to just walk through the desert here, looking for a horse with no name, and I've got no idea what we'll find in the true desert over here. So over there we've technically got like a desert scrubland, and over here as well. But where we currently are is like technically a true desert, like the sand dunes and all that. Very little vegetation. Things die as they make their way through here. Oh wow, this is a very, very small desert. Okay. So yeah, we made it through the desert, no problem. Let's see what else we can find along here. Almost looks like there are fireflies up there. Let's go have a look, shall we? So yes, indeed, Fireduck, elephant skulls could have been what inspired the Cyclops myths, especially if you look at the small elephant that occurred on Crete. And they were like, the skulls were like bigger than human skulls, but not as big as African elephants or Indian elephants or Asian elephants, for example, nowadays. So they were small, pygmy elephants on Crete, as far as I recall. And that's an example of insular dwarfism or island dwarfism. So a species that's normally big on the mainland becoming very small on the island. Usually due to like a shortage of food. You can imagine a smallish island wouldn't be able to sustain massive elephants. So over time, in a relatively short span of time, they become smaller and smaller and smaller, eventually becoming an entirely different species. The opposite can also happen where you've got insular gigantism or island gigantism, where they actually become bigger. There are some examples of massive geese, for example, massive owls, massive rodents, massive lagomorphs or hares and rabbits. All those also on islands. If you think of dodo, for example, the dodo was not quite a meter, but almost a meter in height. They would have hit me or been about my knee height, or over knee height actually. Maybe not a meter, but like 60 centimeters high. So they were big, and they are technically massive pigeons, bigger than pigeons are nowadays because they are found on islands. Even if you look at other pigeon species on islands, very often very big. The Queen Victoria crowned pigeon, I think it is, a bluish pigeon, amazing coloration, also on an island and also much bigger than normal pigeons we typically see in the park. Okay, so yeah, the dodo, yeah, definitely bigger than you would have thought. Yeah, they were surprisingly big. And then the little dwarf mammoths and dwarf elephants, they were, about 1.6 meters in height. So they would have hit me by the shoulder. I would have been able to pat one on the head without difficulty. So, yeah, those skulls, the skulls of those elephants, I would not be surprised if they definitely inspired the myth of the Cyclops. Especially considering that it looks like one hole in the skull there. Oh, there are some things over there. Some big predators. I think those are bears. Yeah, again, more bears. I thought the bears are in groups of 2 or 3. It almost looks as though the bears, nowadays, at least in the game here, there was a solitary one we encountered. Oh, that's a boar. Ah! Stop attacking me! You naughty boar. Are you still coming after me? I'm going to shoot you. I did warn you. I did warn you. And you did not heed my warning. Oh, bear, 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 bear. No, 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 take the ball, take the ball. I'm fine, I'm fine. Take it, take it. Start taking some kleptoparasitism. I'm fine if you take my food away. It's fine, just leave me, just leave me. Okay, so that is definitely an example of kleptoparasitism. The bear chasing me away there. To some extent, some scientists did think that the Arctodus, the dire bear, may have been largely kleptoparasitic, using their long legs to easily travel long distances to then scare away, because they were big, to scare away other predators off their kills so that they could take it away. But that most likely was not the case. They most likely just used their long legs for running long distances and relatively fast. Most likely did not spend most or get most of their energy by kleptoparasitizing other predators or other carnivores. Anyway, digressing, but I love talking about random stuff. Alright, we're just running through the firefly fields over here. Okay, day is finally breaking. Still looking for mammoths. You know, in the past, I had encountered mammoths no problem. But it seems as though they are quite rare nowadays. Huh. Now we are heading into more dangerous territory now. Because there are most likely some wolfies or some sort over there. There are some predators up on the ridge there. I'm going to just stay clear of those. Hopefully I'll also not encounter anything else in this savanna over here. Ooh. Nice big trees, really reminiscent of acacia trees. So this reminds me very much of the African savanna. Grassy layer and then some trees as well. That's typical savanna. Very similar, I think, to the Cerrado of Brazil as well. Which is basically like savanna, but you know, in Brazil. Man. This is lovely. I love running through the game and just seeing what we encounter. Not that we've encountered necessarily much. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see. Maybe. I want to see a mammoth man. I want to see a mammoth, not mammoth man. I want to see a mammoth, comma, man. If I see a mammoth man, I'm going to run the other way. I don't want to see a mammoth man. I want to see a mammoth man. Come on. Any moment. Now it looks like it's nighttime. So I don't know what's happening with the day and night cycle here. But then it looks like it's daytime. Then it looks like it's nighttime. Currently it is nighttime because the fireflies are out. And fireflies don't flash their lights in the day because there'd be no point in flashing their lights during daytime because they are using it to attract one another and communicate with one another. And in the daytime, you know, the sun is much brighter than any of their little lights would be. So there's no point in shining your light bright like a diamond, but in the middle of the day. Shine it at night when there's no... Well, also I was about to say when there are no other lights to compete with, but of course there is the moonlight. And I think fireflies actually do time their blinking to try and do it on, you know, maybe on days with less moonlight. The less moonlit nights, they may be more active. It would make sense that they could do that, or would do that. I mean, that kind of looks like the sun over there, but it's also not the sun. I don't know, we're looking west in that direction. And I think the game is saving again. Any moment now. Okay, yeah, there we go. It has saved. Right, and eating time again. Ish, the guy is hungry. Alright, we've got half an hour left to find a mammoth. Come on. Where are the mammoths? We have traveled so far, and I don't even know where we are on the map because it's not showing anything. It's just blank. So yeah, we have traveled very far, and we still haven't seen a mammoth. Maybe just around this corner over here we'll see a mammoth. It would be lovely. Of course, mammoths were big. I think they were about the size. Paleoloxodon was larger. Paleoloxodon was larger than the African elephant is today. And the African elephants already are very big. Very, very big. Largest or heaviest land animal on Earth. Although they would have been surpassed by things like the Paraceratherium, which used to be called Indracathere, they were much heavier. Yeah, much bigger, much heavier, much taller, and relatives of rhinos as well. Paraceratherium was an amazing beast. Okay. Para, meaning adjacent to. Sera, Seros I think is horn. Therium is beast. So, horn beast adjacent. Oh! Piggies, piggies, piggies! No, piggies, leave me! And no, Paraceratherium does make sense. The name makes so much sense, considering that they are relatives of rhinos, which, you know, those are horn beasts. Just needed to remove Cinnamon's food before Memphis came to come and eat it. But yeah, Ceratherium. If you look at, for example, white rhinos, they are known as Ceratherium simum, which, you know, that Ceratherium is horn beast, and Paraceratherium just being horn beast adjacent. Like, we could hunt all the caribou. Caribou, basically, they're the main animal we have encountered. I thought we would encounter a few more animals, but it seems not. Sadly. Alright. But you know what, I am looking forward to playing a bit more of Dawn of Man next week again. So what I'm going to do off screen, you know, in between today and next Sunday, I'll hopefully do a few little streams on Discord, on the Discord channel. And then just to, you know, just for fun, just to chat with you all, for those of you that are in the Discord server. And then I'll just, yeah, get ready for next Sunday's live stream. But yeah, this is... Yeah, I'm afraid we're not encountering much. I'm just going to head north a bit. If we, for some reason, do not encounter... I think, yeah, we're going to drown again. Floundering a bit there. Hello there, Tommy X. Oh, glad you made it to the stream. Glad you are here with us. There, we're just going to... There are the bears. The bears are kind of rubber banding again. I don't know why they're doing that these days. Some reason, I think, some kind of issue there. But we are making our way, trying to get homeward bound. Wherever that may be. But yeah, we are just going to keep on running and hopefully we'll encounter something. I don't think we can catch the rabbits. Let's see. No, I'm pressing E, nothing there. Unfortunately. So I honestly don't know how. Well, you know what? Maybe we could technically try to catch the chickens with the trap, the pitfall trap we make. Maybe we could do that. We could try that at least. Oh, wow, Tommy X. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time since you were here last, eh? Really glad you are here today. And then, let's see, Fire Duck. There we go, just waiting for the lag to pass there. Saying, makes you think how Parasaurolophus was named because they thought it was related to Saurolophus, but turns out it wasn't, last you heard. So yeah, I think they were all in the Hadrosaur group, but it wasn't that closely related to the Saurolophus. And then Saurolophus, lizard, or crest. I think Saurus is obviously lizard. Lophus, I think, is crest. So it's the lizard with a crest. And then Parasaurolophus would be adjacent to the lizard with a crest. I love Latin. I love, you know, I love how all these things kind of fit together. And, you know, the naming and figuring out what the names actually mean. We're on the trail. We're on the game trail, eh? Okay, we can't see it here, but we are on the game trail. We can kind of see it on the mini-map up the top there. Some kind of game trail leading to this side. You know, I'm going to... It would be lovely if it was made by something like mammoths. Because animals do often make game trails. And if you think of mammoths, they would have made these big highways through the vegetation. So it would be marvelous if we could actually follow this trail here and encounter our first mammoth. Now let's see. It's easier and I guess less dangerous also to walk on these game trails, but then again, predators may wait in ambush here. I'm not sure whether it's the best idea to do this. We're gonna do this. There's so many trails leading off though. What's there? There's something in the front there. That's a boar. Okay. We're just going to, I guess, hunt the boar. And we just kind of dodge and shoot, and there we go. Brilliant. Getting better, getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of the boar hunting, it seems. As long as it don't surprise me. I'm fine. That's a bit, it wasn't a perfect carve, but it was a carve. There's something growling behind. Oh, there are two piggies. No, you can't catch me if I run like this. I'm just gonna run away. Just keep running. Alrighty, I think the piggies have left me alone. Yeah, they have left me alone. It does seem after a while they do leave you alone, which is great time. Great. Yes, let's head in this direction. It's perhaps... Oh, okay, I don't know why I shot there, but anyway, I shot there. It's perhaps a little bit too dense for mammoths, but maybe this trail does lead out into the open, and maybe then we do get mammoths. I hear more piggies, and of course, now I'm out of stamina. Can I catch a chicken? I don't think I can catch a chicken. No, I cannot catch a chicken. Ah, would have loved to. But no, we cannot. Game trail, let's follow it to the side. As it's lagging a bit again. Look, we are in the jungle. There are lots of models to render, I guess. That would make... It would explain why it is lagging a bit. Okay, still no idea actually where our camp is. Ah, hello there! Hey, Hans, you're also here. Welcome to the stream as well. Also popping in here. Glad you are here with us. As we are running away from piggies, and yes, indeed, they're angry, killed their dad. Well, yes. Luckily, they are relatively precocial. They should be able to take care of themselves, no problem. Oh, there's an interesting mesa up there. Nice little interesting plateau. Haven't encountered these rocky hills before, so this is new. Let's just swim through the water here. Get to this side, and then we'll see. Now, I do wish I actually knew where our camp is. All I know is it's somewhere to the north. I don't know where. I don't know how far. Because when I press map, this is what it looks like. So I've got no idea. This is a nice little shady area to actually build a base. If one wanted to, if you wanted to have that type of aesthetic. Nice. I do like where we have built it though. So along the river... Nice source of water, technically, although we don't drink water in the game here. Lots of food, with all the caribou moving through there. Lots and lots of food for us. Very reliable food source. Bit of adventure with the wolves attacking us every now and again as well. And of course the boars as well. There's another mammoth skeleton over there as well. So the mammoths have come through here. They're just all dead. There's a wolfie. Another dire wolf, I think. Are you going to come for me? Possibly. Are you gonna? Are you thinking of it? Or are you taking the bunny? I will shoot you. I have no qualms about shooting you. Stuff it. We're hunting direwolf. No, he's dead. Okay. I attack, but not very high defense, it seems. And let's just grab our arrows before they despawn. Voila. And let's head on. Oh, we're heading south again. I actually wanted to head north. North is that way. Because our camp is definitely not to the south. Our camp is definitely more to the north. Oh yes, indeed. I totally agree, Hans. The art style here is very, very nice. It is very unique. And it's very, very vibrant as well. I love it when games are vibrant like this, and I think it is saving again. We will just wait for it to stop saving. There we go, any moment now. Thankfully, we are not currently under attack. Come on, any moment now. Okay, there we go, it has saved, perfect. Okay, so I love this art style. I don't like it when games are... well, dull. I don't like city games either, or like games in like these drab cities either, because it's just like grey and green and brown. It's not even green, it's just grey and brown. And yeah, about a month or so ago, I was approached to do a podcast interview regarding gaming and ecology and those types of things, and how gaming has influenced ecology or conservation and the other way around. And then at the end, after the interview, I told the guy that with Nick also playing games. I told him that yeah, if there's no green, she's not keen. And you know what? That really also summarizes the way I feel about games. If there's no greenery in there, I'm not keen to play it. 2 piggies. No, I was about to take on 1 piggy. I'm not going to take on 2 piggies. But yeah, so with the greenery in here, it really is nice. There's nice nature in this game, which is always nice to see. And then the more green there is, the better. Yeah, most games are very brown. Especially it seems we have gone through an era where it almost seems as though everything is being played through a sienna lens. It's just like this dull green, not dull yellow, brownish, orangish lens. And I'm sure there are is great, but you know, I like vibrant colors. Even games like Enshrouded, which is set in this kind of post-apocalyptic setting where it's, you know, taken over by fungus, and there are many things that have gone wrong with that world. There are still pockets of vibrant colors, especially now with the latest graphical updates. Or as when they have released the big update that has water in it, I'm definitely going to play Enshrouded on the channel again as well. Because, wow, things have changed since Nick and I streamed that game. It is such a lovely game. I have played it again now, and it's just, oh, it's marvelous. I mean, even there, it's vibrant. It's not just dull. Yeah, also thinking post-apocalyptic, looking at Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, again, it's a post-apocalyptic world, and there are areas where there are towns and cities and stuff and settlements that are more drab, but the world itself is still very vibrant. Even the monsters, the machines, which are grey in color, I mean, they're machines after, even they have got yellows and reds and oranges on them. So more vibrant colors rather than just this monotonous grey machine in essence. So yeah, the vibrancy here, really I think one of the strong points of this game, definitely. It's different from a lot of games that I've played. So that uniqueness sets it apart, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. Of course, there are some things like the optimization that they'll need to work on still, but you know, what game doesn't have that while they are in early access? Also, in terms of early access, oh, I can't wait, but in 2 days, I'll be playing Grounded to the early access. That will be marvelous. So on Friday, there's going to be the first episode coming out of that, and then twice a week, I will have... I think I'm stuck again. Yeah, I think I'm stuck. No, I came out. Yay, I got out. So from Friday onwards, twice a week, there will be Grounded 2 videos coming out. I'm very looking forward to playing that. That will be so much fun to play. I think I can see where we kind of explored earlier. We came along this big lake. We were walking along that side of the lake. Yes. It's looking very familiar. We are almost home, people. We are almost home. Home should be right up there, I think. Yeah, so directly north of where we are. Hey, Tommy X saying you will be there. I'm glad, I'm glad. Oh, man. Yeah, Nick and I both, we are so super excited about Grounded 2 coming out. So we're going to get her Game Pass as well then. And yeah, then she and I will be playing, but I will be doing episodes. Because, yeah, we don't know when she's able to play due to, you know, Wilson being a very, very busy little one. So it keeps her busy, and we'll most likely only be able to play at some times, but we won't be able to make videos or live streams of that. Yeah, no, indeed. No way we're missing Grounded 2 either, eh? Definitely. I see Hansi also said it's like how games are and movies portray the Middle Ages. People wore lots of bright and vibrant color clothes, not just dull rags. Indeed. Good point. Very, very good point. Oh, that's a beautiful butterfly flying along there. Looks like a common diadem, or looked like a common diadem with black and white color there. Yeah, indeed. Not just like this drab browns and yellows. Oh, yellows, yes, but vibrant yellows. More vibrant yellows, not dull browns and grays and cream-colored things. You would have had very vibrant colors because people like looking nice. Of course, you know, sometimes it is expensive. Oh, we need to actually head, I guess, more to this side. Yeah, there we go. There's our village. Wow, that's where we need to go. So it's basically northwest. Okay, that direction is where we need to head. Yeah, you want to look nice. You want to actually have brighter colors. Of course, you know, there's a time and a place for everything. You don't want to be brightly colored when in the middle of war. Although, saying that, I mean, look at the bright standards they had, and even the uniforms were generally very vibrant colors. But that's, I guess, if you didn't want to have guerrilla tactics and stuff like that, then you can have bright colors. You can stand out. You can easily signify which army you belong to, so you don't accidentally get shot by your friendly fire, by your own troops. But yeah, they did Slavs, one of many examples. Oh, with the bright colors. Yes, indeed. That would make sense. I think Middle European was also generally very vibrantly colored. If you think of the Renaissance, for example, as well, a lot of people then also typically wore much more vibrant colors. Of course, it was a thing of the times. Like in the Stone Age here, you would have worn fur and stuff like that, which would be the colors that you would normally have, which would be brown. But if you look at a lot of tribes, if you had, for example, birds with brilliant feathers, like bright feathers, you would hunt them. You would take those feathers and you would make adornments with those feathers. South America, toucans, parrots, or macaws, all those bright colors that you could then use. Apparently, one of my tribesmen have leveled up to level 10 in some kind of activity. But yeah, so those South American tribes would then use those feathers to make headdresses or adornments on their clothes. And if you look at Papua New Guinea, the birds of paradise, they would also have the ceremonial regalia. They would have these bright colors of the feathers that they would use in their costumes. And wherever you are, if you had bright colors in birds with bright feathers, you would use those in making your clothes, and you yourself would then be a bit more vibrant. So you used what was available to you. Of course, as time went on, we as humans also were then able to actually make... Oh, someone's been gathering a lot of stuff here. You would be, for example, making dyes and those types of things. Lots of clay has been gathered already. Oh, that's brilliant. Run 100 kilometers in total. Wow, we have really gone on a roundabout mission. That's perfect. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of stuff away here. We don't need everything on us. And then we're also going to just, I guess, cook 12 more meat here. But yeah, so bright colors would have been very, very nice to actually have. Not just normal, not just drab colors. Have clothing that stand out. Think about it, for example, if you want to attract someone, you're not going to stand there in your drab colors. You're going to have vibrant clothes and try to attract the opposite sex that way. People still do that. Tuxedos may have taken the place of some of those more vibrant outfits, but that's still just dressing up to impress. I think that's my stomach growling there. I thought it was maybe like an animal attacking me, but no, it is just my stomach growling. Yes. Okay, I still don't know how we are supposed to craft some of these things. The sickle and the stone hoe, we can make those once we have agriculture. We don't have that yet. In terms of food, roast meat, roast fish, bread, that, flour and bread we can make once we actually have agriculture. We don't have that yet. Items here, flour, we can make that once we have the agriculture thing there. Workstation, no more workstations to make. Nothing in terms of farming that we can make. We've built all those things. Yeah, it's kind of like we've run out of things to actually make. We can technically build these things and get this quest done, the settling down quest. But I think I may actually rather just be calling it a night here. And then I'm going to go and have a look and see whether Wilson is alright and whether Nick needs assistance. And then I will be recording Tuesday's Empires of the Undergrowth video with the finale with us taking on the driver ants with our Formica raptors. So that should be fun. And then, of course, as mentioned on Friday, Grounded 2 video coming out. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me on a little Stone Age adventure here. Hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. And we will be back, or I'll be back next week then with a bit more of Dawn of Man. And then thereafter, it will be time for the Wandering Village, which will be quite a lot of fun to also play. I've dabbled in it a bit, but it looks like a lot of fun. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend further. Oh, we are under attack by a bear again. Are you just passing through? No, you are attacking. Okay, we're just going to show this bear who's boss. As you know what? It's going to save right there, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to save. We are under attack and the game is saving. That summarizes it so nicely. You know, the missteps we've had thus far. Health is gone. I think I'm going to die now. And I think that we are still alive, but barely breathing. We're one attack away from death. We are barely making it alive. Pardon the pun there. Let's just finish this bear off. There we go. Finally. Okay. On that note, hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week further, everybody. I'll hope to see you all again soon. Cheers, guys.